Let's move on.
But we had so many opinions. Surely we have our own.
Oh, yeah,
At least our own top 12.
Just top 12. See where we actually ranked them.
We'll go back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
And debate when debates are needed to what we think is needed.
Yeah. So here are our top 12.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'll go number 1. Texas.
Oh, my goodness.
I do think they're number 1.
Why?
Why? I do think that with this all, they have the talent. They have the blue chip ratio, first off, in their favor. Arch Manning is definitely going to be better. He's got the ability to be a absolute superstar at that level. They've proven that their defense will always be good. I think that it was a fluke last year about how they struggled in those 3 games and in that stretch and how they lost 3. Now Georgia's a struggle. We'll make that clear.
Oh, right.
Georgia's a struggle.
Yeah. Well, most tough games. No,
But
they had 3 good wins last year.
But
Okay.
I think they finished strong. Beat Texas A&M at the end there. Beat Michigan. I think they're going to come into this year, and I think they're going to steamroll some people.
Yeah, I think you're incredibly wrong.
Yeah, I could tell from your hot take last time.
I think you're so wrong. I think what's the difference between Texas this year and Penn State last year? Almost nothing. What's the difference between Texas?
Coach?
Oh, okay.
Steve Sarkisian.
What has he won?
I
don't want to be that guy, but kind of, yeah.
What do you mean?
I think they were good in the Big 12. They entered the SEC, and they were bad.
Steve Sarkisian puts together a better coaching staff than Penn State does.
Okay.
It's not even close.
But then why they, play so badly throughout the season? 3 losses.
I'm not arguing that.
I'm
not arguing that they played badly. I'm saying the momentum that they brought in from last year, kind of just like Michigan beating Ohio State, Alabama, and started moving in.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the same thing.
No, I don't see why their team should be different than last year. Last year they had 3 losses, and you're
projecting them to have 5 this year? Yeah, you're insane.
Okay, well, I don't see why they couldn't. I think the wheels will come off. I think it's good.
Why couldn't they win 0? Why couldn't they win all of them?
Why couldn't they win all? They could. I think it's way more likely they have 5 losses than go undefeated in the regular season.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no way.
And maybe not even the sportsbooks would agree. I think no matter what, they'll lose a game. And then on top of that, I think when they lose a game, I think the wheels will come off.
Penn State 2.0, you think?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, we can agree to disagree. Number 1 for me, not Texas, Indiana.
Yep. Bowl.
I don't see why not. Cignetti's proven to be incredible coach. Everyone wants to play for him.
It's been 2 years.
They're opening their pocketbooks. Yeah, it's been 2 years, and he's lost 2 games.
It's been 2 years.
At Indiana.
I'm not saying it's not crazy.
They brought up a guy from Cal last year.
I understand.
Okay.
You can't... I understand that, sure, Curt Cignetti could have the makings to be the greatest coach ever.
Oh, yeah?
Right? But he's only had 2 years in Indiana.
Okay.
I don't think he's established dominance to that degree where you can just go, yeah, just plug and play. Won. I understand they won. And it shows in my top 12 that they deserve to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're the best team.
So you think the team coming off, 16-0, 2 meaningful playoff experiences, you're saying that's worse, saying he's only been there for 2 years than someone like, Steve Sarkisian, who's been there quite a bit longer at Texas, who has plenty of funding.
I believe continuity matters.
Hasn't done anything meaningful in the playoffs.
I believe continuity matters.
Right.
I don't think they can keep doing this transfer portal plug and play for forever. This doesn't. You can't have 3. I don't think you're going to struggle with your transfer portals. There's going to come a time where he's going to miss on a quarterback, and you're going to go, crap.
I think it's possible. I think anyone can do that equally as much as him.
I don't think so.
You think other people are more...
Indiana's relying on this transfer portal so much more than other people.
Yeah.
They're much more likely to miss. If I flip a coin, so many times, I'm more likely to get tails than I am than other people.
All right.
Because I just have more chances.
Sure.
There's no way that Indiana is going to be able to hold that top dog spot. Doesn't mean they can't win. They're not going to hold the top 1.
Okay. We'll have to see about that. My number 2.
Insane.
Also not Texas. It's Oregon.
I had Oregon too.
I have a lot of faith in Oregon. I know they lost their coordinators. I don't see any reason why they really have to be that bad. They're really good in the regular season, like I said. they just got to get over the hump. They're so close. Dan Lanning's so young. He's getting that experience.
Dan Lanning's learning. And
they have funds.
I would say that's good.
I don't see why Oregon.
I agree with the Oregon at 2. That's where I kind of put them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move into number 3, Notre Dame.
I also had Notre Dame number 3.
Dang.
Not Texas.
I can see that.
Yeah, not Texas yet.
Notre Dame, number 3. Why are they not going to be good? They have CJ Carr, second-year quarterback. I'm going to keep saying it. Second-year quarterbacks do really well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep moving on with that.
I guess second year is better than Drew Aller fourth year or whatever it was. Third
that's
year.
True.
I don't know.
That's true.
So that's one way Texas might be better. My 4 is still not Texas. I have Georgia. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think Georgia is going to be probably the best SEC team because I don't think it's going to be Texas. Once again, like I said earlier, Kirby Smart is a good coach, and they struggled this year, and they still ended up winning the SEC and being the 3 seed. I think they're consistently good all the time. Not that much coaching churn. Overlooked.
Yeah.
I have them at my number 4.
I have Indiana at 4 because
okay.
I do agree they should get their flowers. We should realize that they have played well in the past couple of years. However, I'm still concerned on this transfer portal shenanigans here. That it's good to supplement, but I don't think it's good to lean on. I think they need some good old classic. I'm going to say more experience from their roster and their program that you can build towards. Because I think Kurt Cignati builds a great program, but if you keep leaning on this transfer portal, it's going to bite you in the butt.
I just can't be knocking Indiana anymore. Prove me wrong in every single way.
They're ranked number 4.
I can never do it. No. Why?
Too low?
They've won the last 16 games. Why can't they be number 1?
And now they're just the absolute end-all, be-all?
Yeah, I mean...
You win a national championship, it's the end-all, be-all.
No, it's not.
Even Ohio State wasn't ranked number 1
but
off
it's
that.
like, yeah, I don't mind it. We also lost so many guys. Sure, they lost guys, but Fernando Mendoza, Heisman quarterback,
Elijah Surratt was one of their best wide receiver.
Yeah.
Their running back was not half bad either. They lose that.
And they all came out of nowhere.
I'm not saying they were good transfer portal pickups. All I'm saying is, bro.
I think he can prove he can do it again.
You were an upset Ohio State being ranked 3 last year. They won the national championship. They had more 5-star blue star chips. They had transfer portal pickups, and you were fine with Ohio State at 3. But you're going to say Indiana's good at 1.
This is the difference is Ohio State consistently has a ton of blue chip ratio. Indiana has proven they can just win without blue chip ratio. It doesn't matter.
2 years.
It was 16-0.
Miracle run.
Coach,
Miracle Run.
Who I'm calling Texas your coach, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your coach was like, "Oh, good luck to anyone who you're telling me a team has to go 16-0." Your coach was literally mocking people for saying no one will go 16-0.
What did we call last season?
And my coach said they go 16-0.
What did we call last season?
What do you mean?
Miracle season. That's what it was.
I don't know what miracle season.
It was a miracle season.
Okay, let's look back 2 seasons. They had 2 losses. Indiana. Worst
miracle
ever.
Seasons.
At least give me 2.
I won't.
Why is 2 years ago not a miracle at frickin' Indiana?
We're just seeing the Patriots right now go from 4 wins to a Super Bowl.
That's not nearly the same. That's NFL. Not applicable to college football.
Parity.
Not exact. Oh yeah, because of parity. This guy doesn't know ball. Comment down below if you think this guy doesn't know ball. There's no way you just said parity. Okay, there's more parity in college football now than ever, but I think you're ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
No.
I'm going to get my phone out and put money down on.
No.
All right. I'm not even defending Indiana that much. I just don't see why you put anyone else number 1.
But you are.
I would put Indiana number 1 over Texas.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I'm still struggling with the fact that you're just saying just because they proved they could do it 2 years now, that just means they got to.
I don't say they have to, but I mean, why would you not? You went to the losingest program ever. Why would you change your formula?
Because they don't have the stability.
That's what people said last year, and then they went 16-0.
Because it's a miracle season. I'm not taking that away. They don't have stability in that program yet. Yeah, it's been 2 years.
This is January, folks.
It's been 2 years.
Oh, 2 years? Yeah, it's Indiana fans. Okay.
It's been 2 years.
Ask Texas fans how many years it's been.
Oh, I will.
Sorry. Okay, my number 5 was Ohio State. Like I said, they were ranked 6th in the AP preseason. I think having your coach retained is good. Our defensive coordinators retained. Our rosters on the defensive side is getting kind of destroyed for the second year in a row, but we bounce back this year. We still have Julian Sand and Jeremiah Smith. I don't see why we can't bounce back next year. We do have a really hard schedule.
Very difficult.
That's something I actually didn't really think about putting him number 5. So brutal schedule's a problem. Maybe that factors in a little bit, but I had him at my 5. Maybe a little bias.
I have Georgia because I have no reason to dock them any more points. They won the SEC last year. Kirby Smart's been doing it for years now. Why would I drop him out of the top 5?
Yeah. Pretty sure he's beaten Texas
makes
like
sense.
a billion times.
They have.
Okay. Number 6, I had Miami. That's right. I think they're going to take a little bit of a step up. By the way, there's still no Texas here. I think next year.
Well, I hope you don't have Texas. You have them at 5 losses.
Well, yeah. Well,
so yeah. I hope I don't see Texas.
I'll
be calling you a liar.
They're in here. Just because I make a bold prediction doesn't mean I have to bet money on it. A bold prediction is something that could happen.
I
said it'd be no fun.
You'll notice that my bold predictions. I believe in mine.
Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, like we said, Fletcher, Malachi Toney are back. They hit the courts and absolutely destroyed Duke's legal team to get Darian Mensah. I think people are going to be confident in Miami. I think Miami donors will be confident in Miami. I think Mario Cristobal is a good coach. For those reasons, number 6, I don't see why not.
I got Ohio State at 6, and judging from my breakdown of the ESPN Top 25, I should have them lower, but I don't. But with the brutal schedule, having your defense decimated 2 years in a row now, it's hard to find those pop-ups that come through every single time without getting lucky. And I would say we got lucky this year, even with Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles being the dominant forces that they were. So I would put them lower. But for now, I have them at 6. And then I have Texas Tech at 7. Money talks, Big 12. I mean...
Yeah, I think they'll do.
You gotta do well.
I think they'll do well in the regular season.
You gotta do well.
Talks, they'll for sure be in the Big 12 championship. That's their power conference. That's a top 7 team. I agree with you. I have a little bit of a gamble here. I have LSU at my 7. I don't see why this is not. That's right. LSU is higher than Texas, people.
Yeah. As they should be.
No Texas yet, for good reason. LSU's defense was great.
Okay.
I think their defensive coordinator is Blake Baker. He's done an amazing job there. Their offense were really bad. It was so obvious that their defense was bad, or their offense was bad and their defense was good.
Sure.
You have the perfect storm of probably one of the best offensive-minded coaches coming there. He got the quarterback he wanted because I'm pretty sure that's the only one they went after. Even if you think he wasn't super good at Arizona State.
Maybe.
What matters is that Lane Kiffin likes him, and I think a lot of players just like playing for Lane Kiffin because of his theatrics, and I think
Twitter war or X war
on the volatile scale they could be as really good or really bad. I'm taking a little gamble. I think they're going to be good. That's why I have them at number 7.
Who you got at 8?
8, Texas. This is where I have Texas.
Okay, that's where you have Texas.
That's right. That's
sure.
First, second. I still have them as the 3rd SEC team.
Yeah,
I know.
While losing 5 games.
That's my bold prediction.
That's a bold prediction.
I think we got to clarify.
I don't think we believe in our bold predictions.
I believe a bold prediction is something that has a good chance of happening.
He doesn't even believe in his own bold prediction.
That's like if someone gave me...
I give it a 7 out of 7 for good reason.
If someone gave me 100-1 odds that Ohio State was going to win the national championship, I would take it, even if I wasn't super convinced Ohio State would win, just because I think those are good odds. So I think there's good odds that Texas could lose 5 games. Why not? I'm not saying it's my most likely scenario, but that's why it's a bold prediction. That's how these work.
Still have it at 8.
Okay. I have them at 8. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be actually 8 puts them at a better team than they were last year. Quite a bit better. Probably at least 1 win better. So you could say that I'm actually believing in Texas by putting them at number 8.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I definitely would put them number 1.
Reference our last episode if you're wondering what I'm talking about with 5 losses.
Right. Well,
okay, fine.
What's your number 8?
Texas A&M.
Okay.
I think they're a good team. I think Marcel Reed, they're going to do their job. I have no reason to dock them. I think it was a little bit unfortunate the way that their end of the season played out, and they got a little lucky with schedule. But I think that now that they know how to be there, I think there's something to be said about experience of going to the playoffs, knowing how to win games now.
Experience from their coaches too.
I think that's gonna bode well for them.
Okay, I like that. My number 9 was Texas Tech. You had them a little bit higher. Mm-hmm. I think the money will talk. I think they deserve to be a top 10 team. I think they will do well. Like I said earlier, mercenary build, and I would call this a mercenary build, and maybe not some other teams.
Oh, just because they spent more money?
Yes.
Even though they probably got the same amount of players as the Indiana did?
Build. Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
Sure.
I would.
Sure.
I'm going to call them a mercenary build. I think they'll continue to do well in the regular season, do well in the Big 12, and then I don't think they'll do super meaningful things in the playoffs.
Seems hypocritical.
Okay. Well, you can think that.
What do you got, 9?
No, who do you have 9?
I have 9, USC.
Okay.
I think that I think they're slowly, Lincoln Riley slowly catching the drift now. When he first started, they went really well with Caleb Williams because apparently he was just the second coming of amazing football players. So I think that's what helped them in the first place. But then after Caleb Williams left, they kind of drifted down. But now they're back on the trend, and he's kind of starting to build from the ground up now instead of just hoping for superstars.
Yeah.
So I think with their schedule coming up, they do play Ohio State. Yes. I think they have some chances to prove themselves, and if they can string together a couple wins to be in the top 12.
I agree. That segues well into my number 10, who's USC. Just like you, I believe in them. I think a lot of their offense is coming back, like you said, if their defense is still pretty good. And they were a pretty good team last year even. Mm-hmm. Not a ton of coaching churn, which always helps. I think they're probably Lincoln Riley's learning how to play on the West Coast.
Sure.
Because that's a big deal, is playing on the West Coast is kind of difficult. I think they totally have a path to do well, and you shouldn't really count them out. And your number 10?
My number 10 is Miami. I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be serviceable in the ACC. I see no problems with them.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to be elite by any means. But then again, I thought about that. I thought they weren't elite really going into this year either. So maybe their defensive picks it up again. I think losing Rubin is going to hurt them a lot.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep him at 10. I'm going to play a little more cautious there.
Okay.
And then for 11, I have Oklahoma.
Oh.
I think they're going to be good. Their defense is always good. Brett Venables knows what he's doing there. That's his forte. John Mateer is going to be back. Mm-hmm. If John Mateer wasn't hurt for some of those seasons, I think they would have been higher ranked. They would have won a couple more games. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stick with Oklahoma making the top 12 for sure in this.
Okay. My 11, BYU. Like we said earlier, no reason why they should be bad. I think they'll be the number 2 team in the Big 12 again. I think they got good backing. They're retaining their coach, who, Kalani Sitake is still there. They've proven to be a pretty good team pretty consistently now. I think they'll be at number 11.
Sure.
My number 12, once again, little stretch, but I have Alabama. I think as soon as the pressure is finally off, as soon as they're keeping their coach, they're rebuilding in the portal, I don't see why they can't do well. All they have to do is fix their rushing attack, which was so bad. They were 125th, I believe, according to some metrics. All they have to do is fix their running attack, and they will get so much better. Some teams just don't know what to fix to get better, but I think Alabama does. I know they didn't fix it during the season, but the offseason is longer than the regular season. You can make more changes. I think they'll figure it out, and taking the pressure off is going to help, and I think Alabama could be right back in the top 12.
I have number 12 BYU. So as you can tell, I do not have LSU or Alabama in my top 12. I don't have that much faith in those two teams. I have BYU, kind of for the same reasons as yours. Big 12. I think they're going to win a couple games. They're going to face Texas Tech in the playoffs or the championship, and then we'll decide who goes to the playoffs.
Okay. Well, that wraps it up for our Josh and I's top 12 teams.